Have you ever heard the saying, money doesn't disappear, it just moves from the pockets of the poor to the rich? That is not an exaggeration. That is the reality of the global flow of money. The rich get richer, not because they have a better starting point, but because they avoid the 5 deadly financial mistakes that the poor often make. If you have ever wondered why you never seem to have extra money, or why saving doesn't improve your situation, you might be caught in one of these 5 invisible financial traps. Have you ever heard the saying, money doesn't disappear, it just moves from the pockets of the poor to the rich? That is not an exaggeration. That is the reality of the global cash flow. The rich get richer, not because they have a better starting point, but because they avoid the 5 deadly financial mistakes that the poor often make. 5 mistakes the rich always avoid. If you have ever wondered why you never seem to have extra money, or why saving never seems to improve your situation, you might be trapped in one of these 5 invisible financial traps. 1. Holding cash for too long. Cash does not make you rich. It loses value every day due to inflation. The rich don't let money sit idle. They put it into income-generating assets, land, stocks, shares, brands. The poor save. The rich keep money flowing. 2. Fear of debt. Rejecting financial leverage. The poor hate borrowing. They see debt as a burden. The rich use debt to generate profit. As long as the loan is invested properly, it is a tool for fast and powerful wealth creation. Instead of borrowing to buy consumables, like cars, luxury goods, the rich borrow to buy assets, like land companies. 3. Working for money. Not letting money work for you, the poor work for a salary. The rich build systems that generate passive income. Once you understand that time is limited, but systems are unlimited, you won't want to work for others forever. The rich choose to invest, not to work their whole lives. 4. Not learning about finance. Avoiding updating knowledge. The poor often avoid learning about money. They think it's complicated, not their business. The rich do the opposite. They always read books, learn from experts, attend seminars, because they understand knowledge is profit. Those lacking knowledge are always the first to be destroyed by the system. 5. Spending first, investing later. The poor spend first, invest later. If there is any money left, the rich set aside money to invest first, then think about personal spending. This is a survival principle. The 70-20% 10 ratio, spending, investing, saving, is the minimum mindset of a financially responsible person. The rich often avoid common financial mistakes that many others easily fall into. First, they avoid unnecessary debt, use credit wisely, and always pay on time. Second, they maintain regular saving and investing habits, letting money work for them instead of impulsive spending. Third, they prioritize lifelong learning, especially financial knowledge. Fourth, they don't rely on a single income source, but always seek to diversify cash flow. And finally, they control their lifestyle, not letting expenses rise with income, thus preserving assets and maintaining strong financial discipline. How do the rich create cash flow? The rich clearly understand. Money is not meant to be held onto, but to be put into operation, and cash flow, not cash itself, is the key to financial freedom. Cash is dead money. It sits still and loses value, but cash flow is living money. It is always moving, creating value, buying time and opportunities. The rich use 3 principles. 1. Smart financial leverage. The rich borrow money to buy assets. They are not afraid of debt, as long as the loan generates cash flow. For example, they borrow from banks to buy real estate. The land appreciates. They revalue the asset. From there, they increase company capital, issue shares, and attract investment. Not just 10 billion anymore. After a few years, their assets can multiply to 50 billion, 100 billion, without working extra hours. 2. Understand the financial game rules. Optimize taxes legally. They use company names to buy assets like artwork, offices, real estate. Then they use depreciation to reduce tax expenses. A $50 million painting, depreciated over 5 years, reduces profit by $10 million each year. The company doesn't have to pay taxes, saving tens of millions of dollars. After 5 years, the painting is almost fully depreciated, and they only need to pay $1 to buy it back as a personal asset. This is how they turn the company into a legal and extremely effective asset protection tool. 3. Create a cash flow ecosystem, not dependent on labor. They build systems, companies, products, platforms, where other people's money flows through their hands every day. Do you play free games, but there are items, diamonds, coins inside? Do you collect bank points? Use payment apps with no fees? All of these are invisible cash flows being exploited. Financial companies don't make money by selling products. They make money by operating the flow of money, and the rich understood this very early on. Financial trap escape solution. So what do poor people need to do to escape the invisible trap holding them back? You cannot get rich just by saving. You cannot be free just by working hard. You must understand what money is and learn how to create cash flow for yourself. Start by investing in financial knowledge, understanding money, cash flow, assets, taxes, equity, creating valuable products or services, even small ones, as long as they generate cash flow. Starting a company, even the smallest one, to begin operating legal assets. Building an ecosystem where others are willing to pay for the solutions you provide. You don't need $10 billion to start. You just need to understand the rules of the game. In this era, smart people don't work hard. They create systems, then let cash flow operate those systems. The more you hold on to money, the more you lose it. The more you let money circulate, the freer you become.